What's going on, everyone? It's your average consumer, and the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus are now out, and it's safe to say Apple has changed things up quite a bit. So we're gonna see what it's like to live a day in the life with the new iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. So first up, we're gonna talk about the feel in the hand when you're actually using one of these. Now, the colors are mostly the same with the addition of black and jet black, which replace space gray. And to be honest, the feel in the hand feels exactly the same as with the 6 or 6S, with all of the colors except for jet black. With its glass back melded with aluminum, jet black feels more premium than its aluminum counterparts, and it's actually more grippy than the rest of them. This makes texting or talking on the phone without a case a lot less scary, even though I would never recommend it. If you care to keep your phone in good condition at all, I can see the jet black being a stressor unless you have some protection on it. But when it straight up comes to the 7 or 7 Plus, you'll have an easier time working with the 7 for everyday things like texting or even taking selfies. But I do feel like anyone could get used to the 7 Plus's size over time. I may be the only one, but I still like to use the reachability feature on the 7 Plus so I can have access to those hard to reach buttons. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the home button did take some getting used to. The haptic feedback isn't a solid replacement for the actual pressing of a button, but of course, we get used to it. It's just what happens. Now, when it comes to traveling with the new phones, it's as you'd expect. The 7 is no big deal since it's small enough to go in your pocket and you not even notice. But the 7 Plus does take some getting used to since it's a bit on the bigger side. But regardless of color, you're gonna wanna stay away from putting the jet black bare butt in your pocket. Because if you so much as look at jet black the wrong way, you're gonna get scratches, fingerprints, and all kinds of nicks on it, which pretty much sucks. Now ladies, for some reason your pockets are much shallower than ours, so the phone's had some trouble. Storing the iPhone 7 in her pants was just not an option for Ari. It poked out of her back pocket about an inch or so, which makes her open to being pickpocketed or even breaking the phone as she sat on it. And the front pockets were even worse. More than half the phone poked out. It was not safe there whatsoever. Now, if the 7 gave that much trouble, then it goes without saying that the 7 Plus was worse. Still, storing both phones in her typical purses, big or small, was no issue at all. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a ton of headphones, and I loved using them with my iPhone. Unless you jump ship and go the Bluetooth route, you're either stuck using the Lightning earpods they include in the box, or you'll have to use an adapter while waiting until some companies come out with new headphones for the Lightning port. I personally don't think you'll be waiting long, especially since some companies have already put some out. Now, I haven't really been impacted since I'm already on that Bluetooth train, but Ari had to use the adapter and she found it very annoying. The adapter is just an extra step and it's easy to forget or misplace when you're not using them. Now, I know Bluetooth is pretty annoying and people don't want to go through that pairing process, but I would highly recommend checking out a pair of headphones that have Apple's W1 chip, since it makes pairing super simple by just turning it on, and it just makes life much easier with the phone. Now, when it comes to media consumption, whether that's photos, videos, or even social media, you'll notice some nice improvements. With a 25% brighter display, better colors, and stereo speakers, watching videos and playing games is a step up from the 6S. When comparing the 7 and the 7 Plus, the 7 Plus wins hands down for the most enjoyable experience. Nothing compares to a bigger screen and longer battery life when playing video games or watching your favorite video. The camera's also seen some nice improvements, and man, taking pictures on an iPhone has never been better. The cameras are great for taking photos, even in low light, and when it comes to video, they both have optical image stabilization, so you're gonna get smooth and nice video whenever you need it. And if you decide to go with the 7 Plus, you get access to that telephoto lens, so you get that 2x zoom without losing any quality. Now, while this might not change much for most people, for those of you who unfortunately live a clumsy lifestyle, this has water resistance. So this means if you spill your drink or drop it in a puddle, you'll be okay. Now, one of the most important things that impact your day-to-day use with this is the performance. And I gotta say, the new 7 and 7 Plus are beasts. Your interactions with the phone when you're jumping through apps or even loading in certain games are gonna be way quicker. My buddy Austin dropped a cool video doing a speed test with the new iPhone, so if you want to see how well it can perform, I'll have links to that video down below in the description. Now, all these features and great performance would mean nothing without great battery life, and I'm happy to say that Apple has improved it here. With the 7, you get 2 more hours than last year's model, and with the 7 Plus, you get a single hour, but that's okay because the 7 Plus can go all day, all night. And in all seriousness, the battery life is much improved. Owners of the 7 Plus will have no complaints, and if you're a 7 owner and you don't like it, you can always get that smart battery case.